What's up, family? This video or this segment is kind of it's definitely in regard to the nigga Paul, Travel Time with Paul. Like, I'm a supporter of this guy. He makes videos about travel content, and he's a what I would consider a somewhat popular figure in the Passport Bro community. But he's done a lot of shit that's like fucking confused me and shit, dog. Like you confused the shit out of me, Paul. I'm gonna drop this on YouTube too, so a nigga can refer this video to you, or somehow it can get to you. I don't know how to make it public on my IG, but like I said, I'm a supporter, but I don't like, these are too many red flags. Like, you're coming across as someone who meets people, you befriend, like you're clearly social, you're a funny guy. You go off and you meet people, you befriend them, and it's like the purpose, or one of the main purposes of which, like on your end, a part of your friendship is you're looking around at your friends for flaws and shit, or things that you can stockpile and hold on and then release later in case like some sort of friction jumps off between you and your friend. Like, it makes no sense to me. Like, that's not a masculine thing to do. Like, I have maybe 22, 23 years of dating experiences. And I don't have an ex-girlfriend or a woman that I dated that was looking around at me at my flaws or things that I wasn't doing that was up to par and stockpiling it. Because women are gonna find that. They stand with you, they seeing you all the time. They're gonna find your weaknesses. Your homeboys too. If they get close enough, they'll see your weaknesses. They're visible. But I don't have anybody in my background, friends, girlfriends, any person really in my background that's stockpiling information about me, and then once we have a fight or a dispute, they're trying to hold on to some shit from long ago to dump on a nigga. Except in your case, you're making yourself famous. You're dropping videos, shitting on your homies. And then the red flag I see is like, bro, I love my brothers and my sisters. You know what I'm saying? I really love the younger generation. I'm never gonna lie to my brother or my sister. I keep it real 1,000 all the time, primarily so I could be something reliable that my younger brothers and sisters can rely on, right? And you taking shots at younger niggas and shit, that shit don't make no sense to me, dog. Like, how you gonna shit on Austin Holloman when if I go to your channel, like your top 10 videos, most of them, or 30% definitely, are all titled Austin Holloman. Some of the other ones have content with Austin within them. And I'm sitting here like, dog, you left those videos up, which means you've been eating off Austin. You done got some fame off Austin. You done made some money in cash apps and fucking donations off of Austin. People they wouldn't even know you if it were not for Austin. Like, the nigga's talented, man. Give him his props. Y'all got a problem, squash that shit and let it go. Look at your user count and be like, yo, a lot of those users are attributed to my relationship with Austin. I'm gonna just let whatever beef I got with him go. And then now you're shitting on the BMT nigga, and you got all types of shit that you say you're gonna expose a nigga with. And this is what I don't understand about you, dog. Like, look, man. I don't have a single friend in my life that I've stockpiled information on, so that if I have beef or some sort of confrontation with him, I'm gonna start making myself famous by dumping all his information out into the streets. I'm not that type of nigga. And what type of friend would I be to begin with if I'm holding on to shit and then releasing it later? Like, one thing that men do, we let shit go. We don't knick-knack, paddywhack shit like that, dog. That ain't what we do. I don't even, like, most women I know don't even do that. What type of bitch ass shit is that? I'm gonna look like, listen, let me for the crowd that doesn't know, let me explain this to you. If I were to say, hey, Corey, Coach, Damian, Marcus, Chuck, I'm going down a list of all my homeboys, right? And if I go down and I say I'm going to air your dirty laundry on my video channel in order to get some fame and notoriety, I'm going to talk about your relationship problems primarily. Would y'all go for that shit? Hell no. And then I think about my military background and my military friends. Like, I done been around some serious killers, man. I done been to therapy, PTSD therapy groups with some of the most vicious killers in the world. Guys that were getting paid $2,000 per day in the early 2000s. They're getting paid $2,000 per day to kill niggas as mercenaries. Think about that smoke, nigga. You really think that I would present to them some bullshit like you do? I'm gonna talk about each one of your relationships. I'm gonna say, oh, the reason why this relationship didn't happen. I'm gonna make a video about it like you do. My boy Chuck, the most decorated soldier in military history for the last 30 years, at least in the Army, the U.S. Army, Special Forces. All the top tier guys that y'all see, Lamb, all these famous SF guys y'all see making these videos, Scary Larry. You guys remember that SEAL teams, the SEAL Team 6 is getting popped off and shit, all that special operation shit. Chuck trained all those guys y'all see. You won't find a guy who's top tier in the world in Special Forces now, who's making any sort of career name, that Chuck didn't train. And I tell him, yo, those relationship issues you had back in the day, I'm gonna make myself famous dropping videos about it. That nigga would wanna light my ass up, dog. Because that's not a masculine thing to do. And that's not something that a friend would do. So that's not something that I would ever consider, right? But that's shit that you do. And that's the reason why I can't fuck with a nigga like you, and I can't see how anybody would ever get close or trust a nigga like you that's just gonna start dropping people's info out in the streets just so you can get some fame. Man, fuck you, dog.